What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another late night in the BrewLab with me, Lone Fox, your brewmaster in chief. And tonight in the BrewLab, I'm coming at you with a mono white list. And before you stop watching, it's not mono white aggro. This is not the typical mono white deck that you've been seeing every single day about 1,000,000 times on the ladder. It's probably something a little bit more mid-rangey, and I'm calling it the new mono white because once a bunch of these things rotate, I have a feeling that the deck is going to change drastically, and Wizards does a good job of like balancing things out. It's been the best aggro deck in the format for a little while now, and it's about time for a new sort of deck or a new color to take precedence. And I have a feeling that mono white is slowly but surely inching more in towards a more mid-rangey / control-y type of a deck. So without further ado, let's jump into tonight's brew. New mono white. There are some of the usual suspects, but a lot of slightly different cards. So, we've got a full playset of Hopeful Initiate. That's one of the usual suspects, but it's fantastic against enchantments and artifacts because of its activated ability. You can pay 3, 2 colorless and a white, remove 2 +1/+1 counters from among creatures you control. So it doesn't have to be it, but it can just be other creatures you control. And then you get to destroy target artifact or enchantment. So I've just gone for a full playset. Also because we have a full playset of Monk of the Open Hand that says that whenever you cast your second spell each turn, you put a +1/+1 counter on it. I did want to have like quite a bit of 1-drops. So we've gone with 12 in total, including Monk of the Open Hand and a full playset of Portable Hold to just kind of start with a very aggressive start, like get rid of all of their 2-drops, and there's a lot of really strong ones that you want to get rid of quite often. Even on the mirror match, against mono white, their Luminarch Aspirants, that sort of stuff you can get rid of quite easily, but there's plenty of really good targets for Portable Hull, including even something like the Oni Cult Anvil, Meathook Massacre. I mean, there's lots of things that cost 2 mana or less that are very important to remove. And so that's our 1-drops. The next up, we've got the usual suspects completely, but I don't like playing Talia. I don't like playing Talia. I mean, of course, you're going to suffer the whole reason for Talia and the full playset of the Elite Spellbinder and the full playset of Redain that every single mono white deck is seeming to be playing, or at least in some combinations of numbers. But those 3 cards are always in the list because you're trying to tax the opponent's sweepers so that they can't quite get there before you slam their faces. I've opted out of playing Talia because I do want to play my Grandmaster of Flowers for 4 mana and not for 5. And also, I just don't know. There's a lot of stuff that deals with it. People have kind of figured it out. You end up more often than not against those players with Shambling Gas that just do the -1/-1, or now there's a lot of people playing that, like the Life of Toshiro Umezawa that has, the new saga that does -1/-1, just gets rid of your Talia, and it's only a 1 mana tax. Like, I'm not too bothered with sweepers with this deck, and I'll explain why as we get through the deck. But full playset of Intrepid Adversary because it's just a great 2-drop and a great a great 4-drop and a great 6-drop. It's like, you can pick it up off the top of the deck at any point, and it's always going to be good. Then we've got a full playset of Luminarch Aspirant, because why not? It's still the best 2-drop in format, my opinion. Then in the 3-drop slot, I've just gone for like straight up removal. Like on top of the Portable Hull, I wanted as much exile as possible. So we've got a full playset of Brutal Cathar and a full playset of Skyclave Apparition. Screw all the other weird 3-drops that mono white usually runs. Like, we're trying to just like control the board so that we can get Grandmaster of Flowers to 7 loyalty. You guys know how much I love this card, and I think it's severely underplayed. It's one of my favorite planeswalkers in white, and you never see it on the ladder. So I always try my best to bring new decks that show off this planeswalker, because I really, really enjoy playing it. So yeah, these 2 guys are just going to sort of the usual turn 3 stuff that mono white does. No matter what the opponent plays, you just get rid of it until they get to stuff that you can't get rid of with the Skyclave Apparition because of its 4 mana or less caveat. Then you can start using your Brutal Cathars for their creatures, and I love playing with the day and night cycle so that you can exile multiple things with it. Then we've got 3 copies of Grandmaster of Flowers. If you haven't seen this card yet, it's came out in Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. It's 4 mana, 3 loyalty planeswalker, 2 colorless, 2 white, and as long as Grandmaster of Flowers has 7 or more loyalty counters on him, he becomes a 7/7 dragon god creature with flying and indestructible called Bahamut. And you can only ever plus it, so you just got to make sure that there's stuff getting in the way so that you can consistently block and eventually get him up to 7. So it requires 4 turns on battlefield, which is quite a lot of time, but it's okay because we're definitely a little bit more mid-rangey. We don't mind going a little bit later into the late game, and a few of those reasons are Icingdeath, the Frost Tyrant, which is a lovely 4-drop as well, with flying and vigilance, very important, for dodging. I've said this so many times in the last couple of days, but things with vigilance are really good right now because of the Wandering Emperor. She can only exile things that are tapped, and if they do eventually get rid of your Icingdeath, it comes back as the Frost Tongue, which is a legendary equipment that gives an equipped creature +2/+0, and then whenever that creature attacks, you can tap target creature defending player controls, which I also really, really like. Then we've got 3 copies of AOOOO, the Dawn Sky, on the top end, and this is like the real cool new tech, like that I think is going to help mono white in the future with card advantage. And we've just received Marrow's teasers on his Blogatog thing. And apparently we're getting like 2 different card draw, like decent mono white card draw cards in the new set, Streets of New Capenna. So I'm kind of looking forward to see how mono white sort of morphs over the coming weeks and months. But Air of the Dawn Sky, again with vigilance, fan-freaking-tastic, flying. And when it dies, you get to choose one. So the main thing we're choosing here is the first option, okay? We get to look at the top 7 cards of your library, and you put any number of non-land permanent cards with total mana value 4 or less from among them onto the battlefield, put the rest onto the bottom of your library in a random order. I really like this because, why? We can either just find 1 Grandmaster of Flowers, that's 4 mana, or 1 Icingdeath, or we can find 1 of our 3 drops and a 1 drop, or we can play 2 2-drops, or we can play 4 1-drops. Fantastic. Like in a deck that's really suffers against sweepers, if you eventually manage to get air on the battlefield, the opponent hits you with that Doom Scar, you get to restock the board usually quite nicely. And I love hitting a portable hole off of that and getting rid of a couple of the opponent's tokens or what have you. And that's the deck. I don't know, mono white mid-range, mono white aggro mid-range. You tell me what you think I should call this, but it's been kicking some butt in platinum. I'm almost in diamond, like about 3-4 matches. No, sorry, I'm in platinum 2. Anyway, we'll see in a second. As far as the mana base, nothing special here. I've just gone for 1 extra Eiganjo because it's just a removal spell, and then there's just 2 caves, and the rest are just basics. So that's the deck. Let's jump into some games. New mono white. I've been ranking up all day today. I've been using my Scalding's Cleric deck. It's still sitting on like 68% win rate. The thing is so good. I love that deck. I'm so proud of it. I wish more people would jump on it and use it. It's really, 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 really strong. I've made a few edits. I added in 1 or 2 hexproof cards to protect our Voices of the Blessed from exile effects like Vanishing Verse. Green. Is it going to be Selesnya or just mono green? Ooh, Golgari. Shigeki, maybe? Could still be Abzan or something. I'm expecting maybe the Prosperous Innkeeper. Stone Clutch. For a second there, I thought he was idling. What the hell could he possibly be thinking of for this long? It boggles my mind, honestly. I always find the slowest people. And it's not a bad thing. I play too fast and I make mistakes, so it's okay, but I think he's just roping me or something. I won't play anything yet, because I want to double cast, and I have nothing to portable hole. Why would you rope me out like that when you're actually still there and doing things? I don't understand. But anywho, are you that salty because I played a Luminarch Aspirant? What's this guy doing? On to 9. You just bricking or? Yeah, I guess so. Poor guy. Sorry. I always like a free win. There we go. We're almost at Platinum 1. I'm not rushing, I'm not grinding. I don't have the time for it right now, but I'm just, the laptop's there in the room. And I'm like getting up, looking after my kid, talking to my wife, doing a couple things, and I come back, play a quick little game, and I get up. I'm not like, in that like, okay, I gotta get to Mythic in the first week of the season kind of mode. I'll do that when the new set drops. I'm not in the mood, to be honest. The amount of mono white is a little bit disgusting. Says the guy playing mono white. Aha! There you are, my two little fellows. Let's hope to draw another 1-drop or something. And let's just go with the Aspirant. Is this going to be Ninja, Rogue, combos, Dimir, or just mono blue mill? Or maybe is it mill that just features Merfolk Windrobber instead of... it looks like it. I have a strong feeling that was he was trying to hold that for a crab. Let's see what color he brings. Is it black or red? Black. Okay, so it is ninjas. No! Not my portable hole! Sure. I think I'm gonna Brutal Cathar that thing anyway. I don't want any ninjutsus happening next turn. We just go for the Grandmaster, and then we, instead of tapping down, I think, if he plays something fine, we'll probably just tap it down. But otherwise, I might go look, because he can make this thing unblockable. But yeah, no, okay, we can dual cast next turn, so yeah, let's just tap it down. Well, not tap it down, but render it incapable of attacking.
Take a moment to consider your actions.
Can't flash anything in, so I'm happy to attack with both things, although that leaves my Grandmaster unprotected. He could have Blood Chief's Thirst now or something. Should kind of suck, but whatever. Aha! That's for knowledge. Weird. So he's got artifacts, or he's... I mean, you should have just played the other one, unless it's rogues with artifacts. Which is possible. He's like die-hard rogue fan, still desperate to make the thing work. It does not. Okay, there's Tasha's. Cool, we don't have to play Eiganjo, that makes me happy.
I shall not let you harm others.
I always like to make that Icingdeath just a bit bigger, that 3 toughnesses. I mean, not that it matters against mono black, you know, against a deck that plays black, they'll just have hard removal, but against like burn decks and that sort of thing. Anyway, I think we've got him. Little bit of Salt Bay action. This is also legendary, so now our Eiganjo costs less. Okay, we can do a triple Intrepid. He's got something, or is it just the Field of Ruin now? Because I've played the Eiganjo that's holding up priority. Ew. I've been ranking up nicely with this one as well. I kind of been alternating between the Scalding Clerics, this one, a little bit of Naya still, because it's just still so good. Yeah. Hoping to hit Diamond by tomorrow, at which point I can take a little breather and play something a little bit more janky that I've got lined up for you guys. I got this mono red deck featuring a full playset of Curse of Hospitality that has just been really, really fun. Mono reds, like, people are really trying all sorts of stuff. It's kind of becoming popular again. There's like lots of these mono red aggro lists going out. Mulligan that one. And mono red mid range from CGB is like making the rounds. Simic Ramp. Sultai. Probably Shigeki. If I was a betting man. Fourth land would just be amazing. Come on, it's just 1 point of damage. Sorry. Duress is probably the worst thing you could have against white. Okay, please give me a land now. He's tapped out. Please land. Please land. Land. All I want is a freaking land. I'm expecting him to pick something like the Exile one. Oh, come on, man. Bricking is just the worst feeling. We could be just off to the races at this point. No, we've got to deal with 3 lands while the opponent's sitting nicely on like. There we go. And now he's clearly got a counter spell, so let's lead with the Icingdeath because we've got 2 of them. No? Alright. He hasn't done anything. Must have something. Having a look at Icingdeath. If he decides to annihilation my Icingdeath, sure, get to draw a card. We've got a backup one, but I'd just rather he sort of taps out. Oh wow, nice. I wouldn't have bounced that. Now I can recast it and get the more value out of it. Okay, he's gonna go for the exile. Ah, that's sweet. I'm worried about Me Took Massacres now, of course. And also, you know, could be anything here. Told you. I told you. I knew it. Always have it. Please, a 5th land. Ah! Negate. Yes, like it, hey. Ay, ay, ay. Where's your, coma? No coma? Oh, come on, dude. Get stuffed. That's terrible. That's just dreadful. 5th land, please. Like, what the heck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lands to our 4. I'm running 24 lands in the deck. The number of times that this happens to me every day is very infuriating. How many lands do you guys run in your decks? Please let me know. I know it obviously differs based on the deck, but like on average, do you just stick with the 24? You've got another Geist Wave. I'm gonna lose it. Yay! AOOOO! AOOOO! What a card. More removal. This guy's been real toxic. Yeah, you don't really want to kill it, do you? Okay. Boop. Sure. Five is not bad. What are you doing? What are you trying to go for here? I wish I knew. Is it like a Toxrill or a Coma? Wow, that's annoying. Deluge. Did you find your top end, finally? There she is.
That's Professor Onyx to you.
That's Professor Onyx to you.
Ugh! There has to be an answer here.
Sultai, freaking. My good game. What have you got?
Let's go digging.
Sky turtles and sort of thing. It's obviously the worst possible matchup, like these uber grindy value piles, controlled nonsense. Yeah, how much mana he has. We've got lethal. It drives me insane, these sweeper tribal bullshit. No, it's not a good game. I'm not gonna give you that good game at all, mate. Yeah, I'm over it. On to the next one. Sorry guys, I can't sit through that nonsense. It's too much to bear. You can tell when you're gonna lose. It's just one of those. How are we doing for time? Half an hour in. At least another 2-3 matches. Got some terrible hits off of AO there. I was hoping for something a little better, and honestly, yeah, there wasn't much we could do against like just this Meathook Massacre, Blood on the Snow, Meathook Massacre, Blood on the Snow. Bounce your own Meathook Massacre. Ah! Okay, that's a terrible hand, so we're gonna mulligan that. Ew. Dr. Hunchback. What's going on, mate? How are ya? Yeah, good. Yeah, good on ya. Man, I miss my Aussie friends. Strya, mate. Fucking Strya. Woo! They're so funny. Aggro. Yeah, this should be okay. Fairly okay. Okay, no, it's the new deck. Oh, man. Whoopee. Now they got Brutal Cathar. And I'll probably just have to Skyclave Apparition his Brutal Cathar. Oh, Adeline, huh? Alright. That's getting apparitioned. Come on, land. Land, 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 land. We have options. If we get another land, we probably go Adversary or Grandmaster. Good question. Still no Spellbinders, no Brutal Cathars. Initiate, it's a little bit annoying. Talia is very annoying. Okay. Yet I said anything. This is completely nothing I was expecting to see. Come on, we need a land. Is that Doomscar? Please don't be Doomscar. I mean, I doubt it. What else could it be, though? He targets him, herself. You can't do that. Oh, wait, you can. Yay!
I will defend the weak and the wicked. Stay your hand. Let's talk.
Okay. Wonder what is this? So interested to know what that could be. Was a Doomscar after all. Gross. Okay, but that's actually really not a problem. Because we have ways around that. And now you've just lost your entire board, my dear friend. That's quite nasty. Oh, perfect! Go for the graveyard. Boop.
I am proud of all my followers.
One turn away. Might activate the den here, unfortunately. Another adversary. Another portable hole. That's beautiful.
Rise to evil's challenges.
And now we're okay. Now we don't have to worry about our Planeswalker taking damage. We can just keep bringing back the monks. It's gonna activate his den, which I shall block happily. Whoop, whoop, cancel. My bad.
Look how talented my disciples are.
Good game. Good game. Oh, I'm just gonna find my second Grandmaster. That's a blocker though. It's a little bit annoying.
Come be a hero. Come fish with me. I could use the conversation.
He has to block. That gets rid of the Spellbinder. No creature lands to worry about. Good game. What? Oh, whatever, dude. You have got to be joking. How many lands in a row is that? Come on, mate. Come on, mate. What a load of bollocks. You have to block or you die. Can you imagine? How many lands in a row has that been? Okay, we're still okay. Oof, almost misclicked. Good game. Could have done with that last turn. Very tight, but very fun game. Thank you, opponent. Managed to plow through a horrible flood there. Okay, we've arrived at the last match of the night, I think. Let's try and end it on a win, as usual. You know how happy I am when that happens. I really like Bahamut. That, like, and there's, I have a feeling, like, I've been trying to make a Bant control deck that has you know, the Grandmaster Flowers and Tamio, because they do similar things. Her +1 also taps down a creature, and Grandmaster Flowers makes it so that they can't attack. So if you have both of them on board, plus other control-y elements, I think that could lead to being a pretty sweet brew. Fourth land for the Grandmaster, obtained. I also really like this, you know, playing these two out on the same turn, because then you've already got a thing that can level up the other one. Any one drop would be nice. Okay, or that. Badoosh, badoosh. Okay. Probably gonna be the wedding invitation. Okay, never mind. What you got? Deadly Dispute. Highly likely.
Strive for goodness and dispense justice to the wicked. Perhaps learn some humility.
Oof, no Deadly Dispute. Oh no, man. What a misclick. Oh! I was not supposed to attack with the Aspirant. I'm so sorry, guys. That was a huge mistake. Oh, oops. Mate. So stupid. You should be blocking the Aspirant, right? Oh, okay. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'm happy with that. I would have blocked the Aspirant and gotten rid of it, but probably trying to Me-Took massacre me or something. Maybe a Lolth. Maybe a Blood Chief's Thirst on my Grandmaster. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Vanishing Verse. There it is. Of course. Every time they have it. Okay, so let's go and find our monk in the graveyard. And just do a double monk.
My acolytes are paragons of justice.
And we can Intrepid Adversary next turn. If we top deck a land, we can Intrepid Adversary and do one paying of its thing, and then also play another monk. That's pretty nice. Vanishing Verse, here it comes.
Evil
I hate Orzhov with a passion, mate. Ah, well. Maximum damage output. Here comes the symbology guy again. That misplay. But it wasn't, you know, punished too much. We were going to get Me-Tooked anyway. At least comes to play tapped. You better find some removal out of your learn board or have something in hand. Mardu? 6 lands. Interesting. Oh, interesting. Another Me-Took? I wouldn't put it beyond the guy. I'm so sick of this card, guys. I'm so over it. Okay. Let's fit another game in. It's the aggro killer. And we didn't get any of our like more mid-rangey stuff. Unfortunately, Bahamut is a fantastic target for, or the Grandmaster Flowers is a fantastic target for Vanishing Verse. It's just like, off you go. That's probably our worst matchup, and I still think it's like one of the best decks in Standard, especially in Best of 3. It's been putting up some crazy results at a couple of events. Orzhov Control has, because it can deal with Naya runes quite well with Farewell and all these things, and you know, all the enchantments can get, you know, they've got only mono-colored enchantments, and you know, you can get rid of the Cami of Transients. Nice. Parasito. Just hold off and see if we get another 1-drop next turn, so we can proc the monk. Otherwise, it would have just sat there as a 1-drop for a few... not again, man. Here we go again. Parasito, playing a parasitic freaking deck. And you always have this feeling like you might be able to get away with it, and then they just Me-Took massacre you. That's the Doom Scar already. And by the Avatar, I would say, without much doubt in the matter, that he's running a full playset of the... Okay! Okay! Haha! It's Clerics. Abzan Clerics. That's gonna be a Starnheim Unleashed or whatever it's called. The thing that makes angel tokens. Wow. I'm gonna say Clerics. Nice. Come on, give me a 4th land. Please give me a 4th land. Just be forthcoming with the lands, please, deck. I love you. It's so frustrating when the opponent has 5 and you're on 3. It's just like the most terrible thing. Okay. Swing with the Valentine. Probably. I probably will block too. But I'm quite happy to have all of these exile effects when I see Voice of the Blessed on the battlefield. Take it easy. Take it easy. Relax. Chill. He's probably got removal because of the black. Which means the Brutal Cathar might just get taken out. Sorry, Parasito, I completely misjudged you. When I saw that Shine Shadow Snarl, I was like, here comes the Lolths and the... Still running the massacres. Unbelievable. Gross. This card just plagues my existence. Like, it's always a problem in almost every matchup that I play, unless I'm playing like Uber Control. AOOOO! Gonna follow it up with the Icingdeath. Have my 2 white dragons in the sky with vigilance. Quite nice. And if he does get removed, as I said in the deck tech, we can go and dig up some stuff. Hopefully some portable holes here, because portable hole would be great against the voice. Yeah, that's some way to gain life, unfortunately. Realmwalker's so good. In a tribal deck, of course. Hey, I'll take it. No, we're not ready to play the Grandmaster. We need more stuff in the way. I like the idea if we get another land next turn, play another Icingdeath. The legendary rule will make sure that one of them dies, so I'll get the Ice Fang, Icingdeath Frost Tongue, sorry, and then I can still have the mana available to equip it and swing, and that'll be game over. Either that or we'll go for Grandmaster and then see where the game takes us. Okay. I think we got him. So close. 1 life. Just because of that massacre. You have Vanishing Verse in that deck, dude? I don't think he was expecting these when you see the usual suspects. I'll just tap down your Valkyrie. Unfortunately, my friend. You need another 2 counters on the voice before it gains flying. I think I got you. Regardless, even if it does have flying, I'll tap down one of your 2 flyers with the Frost Tongue. Good game. Alright, everybody. Almost made it to Platinum 1 tonight, but we have reached the end of the video. Let's jump back into the deck and see what I would change, if anything. Oh, that's a humongous... That's the biggest moth I've ever seen in my life. Kenya-style moth. New mono white. What do you think? I don't know. I think it's pretty good just the way it is. There could be a case to be made for maybe some Crawling Barons. Maybe just a copy of Crawling Barons, just to have an additional creature land that like scales well. But I think, you know, initially I had Elite Spellbinder and Brutal Cathar, and then I took out the Spellbinder and I just went for Cathar Skyclave. Just full removal on turn 3. For pretty much anything the opponent can throw at you. And it's been working really, really well. And no Talia, no Redains, none of that tax stuff. Just Dragons and Planeswalker as the top end. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. But like I said, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you all tomorrow for some fresh brews. And until then, this is Lone Fox from the BrewLab, signing out. Peace, y'all.